This video is intended to be viewed primarily by family foundations with a budding next generation of board members. As you begin to engage more deeply in the world of philanthropy, you'll realize your scope of responsibility extends beyond grant making. Welcome to Foundations and Philanthropy 101. What comes first? The organization you are joining is likely already in motion. Still, it's important to know how the foundation got its start. This start includes focus and planning. Focus and planning means building a powerful mission statement. It's when the roles and responsibilities of the board are defined and assigned. It's where, how, and how often you meet and engage, as well as where you set standards, limits, and succession. Getting started isn't easy. It takes time and purpose. Remember, the design of your foundation embodies the values of its builders. Next, legal and financial responsibilities. At a bare minimum, private foundations need to do the following every year to maintain their 501c3 status. Hold a minimum number of board meetings and keep minutes. Pay the annual excise tax of 1 or 2% through quarterly estimated payments. File federal and state tax returns, and pay employment-related tax. Meet annual 5% minimum distribution requirement, and uphold all state and federal laws relevant to private foundations. But that's not all. This is also the area that concerns itself with your key forms and policies, those that are required and those that are important. They include such things as the anti-fraud and self-dealing policy, conflict of interest policy, liquidity policy, and document retention policy. The nuts and bolts of foundation law are complex and sometimes counterintuitive. As fiduciaries, you must be familiar with the basics of foundation law. Third, endowment investments. Investment oversight is a key legal responsibility of foundation board members. Regardless of whether you manage your funds in-house or through an OCIO, board members have a fiduciary responsibility to provide insight. Your organization protects its endowment with an investment policy statement. This one document will provide crucial guidance and guidelines by identifying your investment time horizon, spending policy, risk tolerance, asset diversity goals, and oversight management. Your board will maintain an investment committee regardless of the day-to-day management of funds. Foundation board members have the legal responsibility to manage the foundation's assets by establishing and allowing prudent processes and practices. Fourth, administration. Thoughtful setup of financial, filing, and other systems will make foundation operations run much more smoothly, thus freeing you to focus on the more enjoyable aspects of grant making. Your organization will want to consider the following as it pertains to the administration piece of foundation management: ensuring the right people are working on the right tasks, reasonable compensation and benefit levels are provided, the geographic location of your office, financial and endowment management as an in-house or outsourced component, bank account needs and authorities, record keeping, and technology to either or both support and promote your work. The administrative piece of foundation management is the least glamorous, but exists as the backbone of your organization. Ensuring its strength is vital to your grant-making effectiveness. And finally, number 5, grant-making. Your mission and the size and nature of your budget will ultimately guide your grant-making decisions. With those things in mind, grant-making takes the stage. Many organizations maintain grant cycles and consider proposals in specified batches. Others consider each proposal in real time. Whichever your organization subscribes to, you'll quickly see a cyclical pattern of consideration, including relationship building, collection of proposals, site visits and research, consideration and votes for approval, applicant notification, check presentation, grant report, evaluation of success or failure, and repeat. Within the context of approved grants and the way in which they are agreed to, you'll also be challenged to consider the use of the funds as general operating support, capacity building, project support, advocacy, scholarship, seed funding, challenge or matching, program-related, capital campaign, endowment fund, or innovation grants. As you consider the future and your responsibilities within your organization, Knowing the full scope of operational components will help provide background for many of the decisions that have already been made. That knowledge will also help as you make new decisions that continue paving the way to exciting, productive, and effective grant making.